This is a bonus lesson about simplifying. We've got 3 here to do. Simplify if possible. So it may not be possible to simplify them. Have a go in your own time. Pause in the video, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the answer to the first one is 2y. The answer to the second one is not possible, so it cannot be simplified. The answer to the third one is 5x. Let's look at the reasons why. There's going to be 3 more sets of 3 questions after this one. First initially, so you can obviously skip forward if you want. Oh look, we've got an x and a minus x, so they cancel. And if I obliterate those, oh look, we're left with 2y. There you go, so that works. Remember that x squared is a different thing from x. We've got 2 objects, which another way, if you're still not convinced by this, because some people won't be, this is x times x minus x. What if it were 10 times 10 minus 10? Could you simplify that? Could you go, oh, they just cancel? Well, no, you couldn't. Because 10 times 10 minus 10 is equal to 90. Take your time and work that out if you like. So you clearly can't just cancel those because then it's equal to 10. Let's change colour as we move on to the next one. This one here is, well, for me, I'm not a big fan of that divide sign. I mean, sometimes, in the majority of cases, I like to turn it into a fraction, and then I find it much easier to go, oh look, they cancel. So the answer is 5x. Let's write out the next one. Simplify if possible. So I'll write out the next 3 for us to do. Third one. Have a go. See you back here in a sec. Right, so the answers are these. Again, you can skip forward if you're confident. Otherwise, I'm going to talk through the answers. That is essentially a plus x, and that is a minus x. So the plus x and the minus x cancel. And I just want to point out, I could have cancelled it with a different minus x. It doesn't matter. I'm cancelling it with one of the minus x's, which leaves us with minus 2x remaining. Okay, so that's fine. Remember what I was saying about divide signs? Now there's one thing here which I am aware could be confusing. Basically, if there's 2 divide signs, so for example, suppose you, well, let's deal with the first one. That becomes x times x divided by x divided by x. The answer is the next divide just goes underneath as well. Do you remember earlier we were talking, I think it was during the full lesson 10, we were talking about the fact that when we divide by 3, it's basically like making the bottom 3 times as large. So that's why when you divide and there's already a fraction, you're just making the bottom smaller. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, point is, they cancel. And remember, when you're cancelling divides, you're left with 1. Because, for example, what's 10 divided by 10? It's 1. It's not nothing, it's 1. Let's look at this last one. Oh, look, we've got 2 completely different objects. You cannot... That's it. 2 completely different objects, one minus from the other. No simplifying possible. Let's do the next question. Okay. Take your time. Have a go in your own time. I'll see you back here in a second. Answers are not possible, not possible, not possible. I've done this on purpose because I think this is really good training. Oh look, that's an x, that's an xy, that's a z, and that's a y. Each of those is a completely different type of object. They cannot be combined. That's it. Now, if there were, and because it's just pluses and minuses, we can't combine them. Obviously, if that were a divide sign, you'd say, well, I can kind of simplify that because that becomes z divided by y. So that would be a simpler way, a neater. That's like tidying up. But it wasn't a divide sign, it was a minus. If it's a plus and a minus and they're all different things, there's nothing you can do. Oh look, that's some y's and that's an x. 2 different things, you can't combine them. Oh look, that's an x cubed, that's a y squared. X cubed is x times x times x. Y squared is y times y. They're two completely different things. You can't combine them. Boom, that's it. So they were all not possible. This is the last set of 3. Have a go in your own time. Here are the answers. How did that work? Let's first of all circle the things that didn't change. There was a minus x here, there's still a minus x here. There was a minus x squared here, there's still a minus x squared here. The things that have changed are we've combined these. I'm going to change how I circle it. I've combined these x's because 5 minus 2 makes 3. Let's change colours. That's fine. Let's just use the same colour. Oh look, we've got 5xy's and then minus an xy, which makes 4xy's. Here, we've got an x cubed and an x cubed, which makes 2x cubed. So when we're adding and minusing, we can combine things that are the same. But if they're different, you can't combine them. That's it. They just have to stay separate. See you in the next lesson.